Yes, ma'am, we are live, so we will start now. So, good evening, everyone. I welcome you all for Beyond Education, inspiring stories to inspire the world, being organized by iDivine Group of Companies. Today, we have with us a very special guest, Chanchal Bhargav, ma'am. I welcome you, ma'am, for this show.
Thank you, Anjum ma'am. It's really honorable that I'm here with igniting minds, and that is really needed in the world today.
Of course, ma'am. And yes, as you have joined us for the show, let me just tell in short about the show. It is a unique talk show which invites people from different professions and from different parts of the world to share their stories with us. Because what we believe is sharing our inspiration stories makes us more human. And we always need some motivational force to go ahead in life. So this is one of the mottos, and we have speakers from different countries, and we have already crossed 100 episodes of this talk show. So, my dear viewers, before starting with interaction, let me just introduce in short our speaker, Chinchin Bhargav, ma'am. She is a developer, a motivational speaker, teacher, trainer, psychological counselor, a behavioral spiritual therapist who enjoys her passion as a communicator, helping and guiding individuals about work, life skills, and management with head, heart, and hand. She has worked with more than 5,000 people online on youth mentorship, emotional intelligence, women empowerment, leadership, management skills, and she has also organized a number of events. So, we would like to know more about you, ma'am. And yes, so my first question to start with, ma'am, I would like to know just more about you, like where you're from and what will you do? Because yes, I have already read it in the introduction, but still would like to hear from you.
अंजुम मैम, पहले सबसे मैं सभी को आपके समय और आपकी टीम के लिए आभार और बहुत बहुत आशीर्वाद and namaskar to everyone present here. Journey is still going. It starts from the birth, and till today, I have found that life is all about happiness and sorrows. We are here, keep balancing, and so I decided that let me bring up to education the life, because I believe there is nothing beyond education, but there is everything in education and beyond literacy. So I brought life to education with 3H, which you have just now told. 3H are with all of us. We have head, we have heart, and we have end. And you know, in every step of life, we need these 3H. Whenever we need to decide, whenever we need to make a choice, we need head, we need heart, and whenever these two have to be put up for a skill, for doing something, we need our hands. So that is how I brought 3H into my life. And then a small setup I did, which is known as 3H Companion. 3H Companion is an organization and foundation which work by, for, with, and of people. We love to do educational based, social based, environmental based activities to live life joyfully. We all smile and laugh with each other to create more smiles. It's always said laughter is the best medicine, but we live it in our intensity. We find it, yes, it is. Without laughter, no medicine can work. So we need to feed in our mind that yes, what we feed here It will go in our heart and then comes to our energy and our hand. So this is how I'm working as an Adu lover. You said, yes, a passionate teacher and serving my alma mater as a teacher because I'm passionate about giving, about doing what I have been receiving in my life through experiences. I give credit to my alma mater, which is a convent school in Bulandshahr, which has given me that base, that platform, and today what I am. So that is why I keep serving it till I'm here in this world. And of course, since I have founded and directed 3H, we have lots of things to do and we had lots of things done. So Ravi Shankar ji knew about it. And that is how we come to know each other. Now coming up to like lighting, igniting our minds and our soul. So I am using all experiences which have been brought to me by God in my life as a purpose and also from all the people surrounding me. So that gives me like to be a behavioral and a spiritual therapist. So that is how my journey is still continuing, listening people, communicating with them, interacting with them, and the passion reveals and brought me here.
It's really great to know. And it's wonderful, like the way you have been telling the 3H hair pattern and how you're working. It's really amazing to know. And yes, you have undertaking a lot of projects, lot of different, in fact, very unique programs that I was just seeing through it. So I'd like to know one of your programs that is Wow, World of Wonders. So what was that program?
Yeah, sure. My students, they're always my strength. I believe, and even I'm really firm believer of it, that whatever I give to them, there are lots of things they have given to me. Because unless and until some curiosity aroused, you never go for an invention or discovery or an innovation. So I believe that they are the strength, and this word of wonders are nobody else but my students, their creativity, their exhibitions. So they did a lot of work during COVID time. So we had an event, Word of Wonders, where different activities were shown. They're all available at 3H Companion channel on Facebook as well as at YouTube.
Right. That's new. So that's really great. Like you have been working with the children, and you also work with women. So there's like one more. I think you have written that's an upcoming project that is Wings of Women, but it's a skill empowerment project. So what exactly is this project about?
Yeah, we started a show which is known as Unique You, and that is actually human empowerment. And we brought different people from different sectors to come and speak about their passion, their achievements, their goals, and what they want in their life. What's the purpose and how they are doing. And that make it unique because I found everybody is unique. Only the need is a little push, a little encouragement. So that platform is given by us in the show, Human Empowerment, Unique You.
Oh, that's really great. And in fact, yes, it always helps, like when we listen to the people, their success stories, because success stories is not you directly never go to success. There is a lot of ups and downs in life, lot of failures, and after that becomes a success. When we actually listen to the stories, we get motivated and there's a lot of encouragement when we listen to such stories. So that's really a great initiative that has been taken by you. And ma'am, you said like you are from Bundelkhand. So you are also working for education in rural areas with an NGO. So under this, what you do for education in rural areas?
Yeah. See, in urban areas, we can see there are lots of educational companies. They're coming up. There are so many mentors, counselors, trainers available where people are directed on oriented. But in rural areas, we need that people should come up and they need leaders. So, with an NGO that is Jain Samiti, they actually include me and as a leader, as a trainer for their schools. And I am really, really glad that God has given me this opportunity because when I meet those people, they're living in rural areas, but their heart is very big. दिल इतना बड़ा है कि मुझे भी उन्होंने संभाल लिया और मेरे जितने भी कोशिशें थी, मेरे जितने भी एक्सपीरियंसेस थे, मेरा जो प्यार था उसको भी संभाल लिया और आज तक हमारी एक कनेक्टिविटी, हमारा एक लर्निंग और एक्सपीरियंसेस प्रोसेस अभी भी बरकरार है. आई ऑलवेज मेक वन लीडर व्हेन आई यूज्ड टू गो देयर. So I always believe that one should produce more and more leaders. Leading is your art, but producing leaders can be an upliftment to the people and to the society. So I'm doing that now.
That's again a wonderful part. Yes, of course. The people, those who are really living in rural areas, they have lots of talent, lots of patience, but they lack the opportunity. So that's again a great task. Like when we go and when we are able to at least make a difference in at least 1% of them, it's really great task because in urban areas, yes, we have a lot of opportunities, a lot of mentors around us. And yes, you are also like working on a virtual mini university for the oral growth and holistic development of the Indian. So can you
Yeah.
just tell something about this university, virtual mini university?
Yes. Actually, I have a dream and to set up something for all those people, those who are working and they do not get time to go and learn from any institute or university or schools, but they can join in the evening or sometime at night whenever they are convenient. So I thought that yes, we can have something virtual which can be joined by anyone at their own convenience. So that is how this have come to my mind. And of course, the work is going on upon it, and soon we'll be coming up with this virtual university. And mini I have given because I believe everything should start from small scale and then taken up to the big one. So that is why mini has been given to it.
Yeah, that's great. And yes, of course, as said by you, nowadays, obviously, there are lots of online courses and online universities that are coming out. And it is the need of the hour, especially because like some of them, they have to drop their education due to job or due to some other reason. So there's always a need to have such platforms where the people can learn and ask for their convenience. So that's a great concept you will be coming. You're becoming,
Anjana,
yeah.
yes. मैं एक बात कहना चाहूंगी यहाँ पर लाइक यू नो हमारा ये जो ऑब्जेक्टिव है या गोल है ये हमारा विजन से मिशन की तरफ है तो लाइक ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म्स आर देयर आर सो मेनी ऑनलाइन कोर्सेज गोइंग ऑन पर हम इसको कोर्स की तरह नहीं लेंगे इट इज जस्ट एन इंटरेक्शन एंड अ प्लेटफॉर्म which would be given to the people to actually change their direction a little with their speed to move and take things to their own heights. This will give a platform to come and share their skills as well. So that would be a two-way learning process with win-win approach.
Yeah, that's really a great fun. And the both the things that they're doing and of course learning a process there. So that's really great. And yes, one more interesting thing that I found while reading your profile is according to you, life is a Wi-Fi connection. So now I would like to know more about this. Why do you say this? Like life is a Wi-Fi connection?
somewhere weak and somewhere strong. See, I told you in the beginning, yet our life has both the things, happiness and sorrows. So when it becomes weak, it means we are down or low, or we have something where that make us sad. When it is strong, it means that we are happy. We are very satisfied. We are very contented. So that both the things are there with us. But what happens? That connection people lose as soon as they get down. They lose hopes. They lose that connection. They should understand happiness is also not permanent, and same, our sorrows are also not permanent. If they have come, they will go. But in between, they go and they come. We are there to find their solution. We do not stuck to the problem. The problem arises only with the problem that we stuck to the problem. हम प्रॉब्लम को लेकर ही इतना दुखी हो जाते कि सॉल्यूशन तक पहुंच ही नहीं पाते, उस तक सोच ही नहीं पाते. So that is why I have given this, that life is just like a Wi-Fi connection. Sometimes it is so strong and sometimes it is weak, but still we exist, we cope up. The thing is how to cope up. So that for that people have emotional intelligence, but I believe it is human intelligence. Everybody has emotions. So develop your human instincts and you learn emotional intelligence.
Yeah, well, really, and learning so many new things from you, and like firstly the three edge, then now human intelligence. Mostly we talk only about women empowerment, but one more unique thing that I learned from you is human empowerment. That's really great. And yes, I have lots more questions for you. And yes, you have discussed about three edge, but here again from three A's and three C. So what is this now?
Perfect. These are very close to my heart and I would love to. And one thing I wish to say, Anju ma'am, you are a very good host. Because see, when a host comes to know what the guest wants or what is close to the guest heart, then that interaction is very fruitful and loving. And that's what you are doing. You are bringing my head to the heart. So very quickly you have adopted 3H. So great of you.
Thank you.
Ma'am, 3A's and 3C's. There are so many threes, but since you have asked about these two, I'll be telling you about these two. 3A's means accept, attempt, and appreciate. If you want everything to be successful, to be great in your life, these 3A's works the most. To learn, to get things in your mind, you need to first accept it. Like you have accepted me today as a guest, and you are listening to me from here as well as from here. So that is how you have accepted me. Now you are making your attempts. You are making your attempts to understand what I am saying, right? To ask me what you are perceiving, what you are receiving. Then finally you appreciate also, wow, ma'am, you have done this. I really love to. So this makes you totally engaged and involved. And of course, you will be taking all takeaways, all insights from here. I'll be taking the same because I have accepted you. I am making my attempts to deliver what you're asking. And finally, I always appreciate myself. Yes, Chanchal, you have done a good job. You have done a small contribution and what has God asked you as a purpose of your life. So these 3A's works like this. And of course, 3C's. 3C's are connection, cultivation, and contribution. You can I can give you an example to make it more clear. A tree it is connected with the ground, with the soil through its roots. Okay, it takes firmness through the roots in the soil. Now, these roots help the tree to cultivate. All soil, manure, everything gets to the trunk through the roots. And once the trunk gets all this, it is ready in the branches to bear fruits. So that is contribution. Same is with us. We need to first get firm and founded with our roots, with our culture, with our traditions, with our learning. And then we need to grow them. Every day we need to grow and develop through our passion, through others' experiences, through our experience. So, and learnings, so there is no limit, you can say. Sky is all open for learnings, for experiences. We need to always go beyond. So that is how we cultivate to grow and develop. And then once you grow and develop, you understand that you need not have to stop. You have a purpose in your life, and that is to contribute. What you have learned, now you to give also, you to deliver also. What you are doing today, we are contributing. What we have grown as fruits, right? So we are contributing. So these three C's are another step in our life to grow, to develop, to foster all the ways which are needed in the life, spiritually, religious, and also the life which is given is very, very precious. It is priceless. So we need to contribute and make it the best of.
Wow, that's great to know. 3 A's and 3 C's. Yes, of course, accept, attempt, and appreciate. I just wrote it down. I just liked it very much. And the connection, cultivate, and cultivation and contribution. Yes, of course. Like this, of course, we have read this, heard this, but gathering the 3 A's and 3 C's, that I never thought. And yes, of course, that's really great to know about this. From every alphabet, I think you must have read something or what. From every alphabet you had, you said something earlier that there are many more things like this,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
3 A's, 3 C's.
Yeah. It's not
Yeah.
like, yeah, it can be every alphabet, but yes, like I have developed 3 C's, I have developed 3 A's, then we have 3 B's, we have 3 S, we have 3 R's. So P's, every alphabet can be developed, but I work upon 3 A's, 3 C's, 3 R's.
Wow, very good, very good. And yes, I think you also write writing, and your articles have been published in some magazines. So, what do you write about? What mainly do you concentrate upon while writing?
Right, right. See, this is another big, something which is actually learned by every person, I believe. Every day, it's a power which we enter through our thoughts, through our energy. Everybody has that. Only the thing is to recognize and to reciprocate towards it. Remember, recognize, and reciprocate. These are 3 R's, which anyone can do. Everybody should try this. Anything happens with you, remember it, recognize it, and reciprocate. So, what I do, anything which happens in my life, or anything which I watch, I read, I listen, I appreciate, and I pen down as an article or some or the other way in with me or in some magazine, some blogs. This is how I enjoy that passion, and that becomes a reciprocation to me because once it is given to me, so I need to give to or to deliver also. If I have received, I need to give. That is how it is the passion, and it reveals in some of the magazines like it is Wednesday Times and Window 7 and Inner Reflection. These are some of them.
Yes, yes, of course, ma'am. I agree with you. Like when we feel something, if we just write it down, and yes, like if we have the opportunity to get it published in some portal or access a blog and articles, so even we are more like motivated to write more. And even I do it some of the times, like at least once in a month, I will be just putting an article somewhere. So even I do the same thing. And most of the times when I put my article, so my friends will read it and say, "अरे तुमने तो मन की हमारी मन की बात कह दी." So this is something. Sometimes it is like this is going on inside everyone, but they are not able to express it. So
It
yes, it's something.
happens.
Yeah.
You're very right, Anju. I can remember actually starting when I used to write. I started writing in a blog. It's very, like years before when I started. I started in a blog and I wrote down about depression because that time I found many suicidal attempts. So I just write about depression. I got messages from two Russian people that they were about to die, but they stop it. They read and that something what I wrote was appealed and they stopped committing suicide. From that day, I found how important it can be that I, if I write and somebody read it, so it becomes very, very important. Anjul, am I audible to you?
You're audible, ma'am. You're audible.
Okay. So what I was saying is that if I wrote something, that becomes very important for others, those who are reading. So we must continue it.
Yes,
This is
of
how
course.
I believe, and I continued with this journey.
Yeah, that's great. And yes, like you were talking about suicidal thoughts, depression. So can you just give some tips to, because yes, it is becoming a problem, a major problem. More than the physical health, now the people are worried about mental health. These cases are interesting, especially among the youth, about depression, suicidal thoughts, and what are the different kinds of whatever the mental disorders or illness that we call. So can you just give some tips on this? So how to deal with this kind of problems?
Yeah, Anjum, I try my best. What I'm doing is, first of all, keeping myself mentally fit. Mental health and mental disorder, these are two different things. People, first of all, they are afraid of. As soon as people talk about mental health, they think about there is some abnormality and we need to do something. We need to treat them as mental patient. It's not like that. Mental health has to be developed, has to be given attention by each and every person. We are fit physically. We can be fit mentally and emotionally as well. But in case we find that every now and then we get into anxiety, our stress is now developing to depression or anxiety, then we need to take care that yes, there is something wrong going on with us. And that is the first step that we should think about mental health. Mental disorder or any abnormality, but little stress comes to us, sadness or sorrows reach to us. So these are some natural things. So we need to feed our mind. Don't worry, everything is okay. These two things have to be actually fed by everyone in the mind. कि जो हो रहा है, if you can control, then control it. If you cannot control, then leave it. Why worry? God is there. They will give you some instinct. You just do your effort, what you can do. So that is one thing which always keeps you stress-free and mentally fit. Right? And another thing is, people They are doing meditation, yoga, exercises, mantra enchantment. Yes, this is true that they will give them happiness. They will feed mind with positive vibes, which is called mindfulness also. But I believe do what you love and love what you do. Feed your mind with love. Feed your mind with koi baat nahi. You know, I found people, they come in a stress when they are burdened with some work. Burden means normally what they work, it's okay. But as soon as boss has asked, somebody asked them to do some extra work, they found it burden. Or the burden, they won't keep it in hands. They bring it here. And the stress, they're grabbed and gripped by stress. So for that, they need to say to themselves, कोई बात नहीं, इतना हो गया है, इतना और है, right? See what is left. Don't see कि हाँ हमारा इतना सारा है, देखो कितना कर लिया. Already you have done what you have to do. वो तो हो चुका ना. अभी तो 2 ही काम और बचे. So कोई बात नहीं. अपने आप को बोलो कोई बात नहीं. If something wrong happens, think about it. What happens? Happens for good. Leave it for God. What happens? Happens for good. I will be thanking God for whatever is given to me. I would be loving to whatever is coming to me. I will face it. That gives me strength and determination. जैसे ही आप कहते कोई बात नहीं, हो जाएगा. If what has been done has done, तो ये भी हो जाएगा. क्या हो गया? So it is easy for your mind to take things, and it is easy for your heart to give you passion to make a right choice, and then you will do it perfectionately with your heart. So this is how game 3H revolves around everybody. I think this is my way of dealing with the mind and keeping myself mentally fit. I don't know, means really I'm saying ki in reality, I do meditate, I just sit silently to inert the power of silence within me. But I do not know how deep and profound the meditation is. But for me, the meditation is my work. Moving further in the silence, thinking about that silence gives us to think in various ways, what we are doing and what we need to do. So that brings innovation. Whenever you are in silence, it doesn't mean that you do not have to speak. Yes, you need to speak, but with your inner voice. You're going to find your inner voice. You're not going to listen to 4 लोग क्या कहेंगे. ना, मैं क्या कहती हूँ, मेरा दिल क्या कहता है, वो आप सिर्फ साइलेंस में सुनते हैं. And that is the proper time during meditation to listen to your inner voice, other than all noise around you. You have your own voice. So select what you need to do. That will also keep you away from stress. क्योंकि जो stress है, वो noise से ज़्यादा आता है. तुम ये कर लो, तुम्हें ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए था, ऐसा क्यों कर लिया, इस वजह से ऐसा हुआ. Now, people are actually defining or telling you according to their perspective. जो उन्होंने देखा, जो उन्होंने समझा. But your inner voice knows ना आपने क्या किया, कितनी मेहनत से किया. So you can tell, oh, Chanchal, you are the best. You have done everything perfectly. Now wait for what God has decided. Who are you to judge? Who are others to judge? They will be judging according to their mindset, according to their perception. But your hard work never goes waste. Wait for the right time. You have taken a right choice. You have faith in God. So you will get all the right, all the bright things with you, to you. That is how it looks.
Yes, it's wonderful. In fact, each and every word I was listening very carefully. And And I agree with each and every word that you said, especially about meditation. Yes, of course, this is the greatest method to connect with ourselves. That is very important, connecting with ourselves. This is what most of the time we don't do. And yes, of course, like this 15, 20, 30 minutes, however long we can sit, just sit down in a quiet place and we can know what is going on inside us, connecting to ourselves, connecting to our inner voice. And sometimes it would, I listen to some videos, they say that transformation from thinking to feeling and all what. Very great videos are there sometimes I just listen to. And that's really great to know about meditation from you also. And yes, ma'am, who is your role model?
Yes, my father is my role model. He's no more now, but he's always remains in my emotions, in my movements. So he always remains as a role model to me. But there are so many leaders also, those who have touched my heart. And I would like to name them as well. First, if I name, it's my mother. She remains a Hitler to us. When we were children, we always think how strict she was. And so we always think about like she's a Hitler. As the time passes, we understand that importance of those strict movements and what was explained by her as a mother, how fruitful it is. So she always remains a leader to me. My sister, that is second elder sister, she is actually all rounder. Although she sees home, but she sees everybody in our surrounding, in our neighbors, and also she is pet lover, especially the dogs. So even the stray dogs, she always used to look after and she takes care of family and everybody. In the educational field, there are two names I need to. Uh, one is my beloved principal, Sister Gloria. She is also no more. But in our school time, we found her always on the toes. She groomed us that you need to be independent in your thoughts, in your actions, in your learnings. And other name is again the name of a principal. She is heading today a convent school as a principal, Sister Preetika. She's our principal and she is another passionate person who made everybody to learn and grow with her leadership qualities. She always speaks about positivity and it can be seen in her work also. She takes things easy. She is firm but flexible and takes things easy. So she makes also things easy, and that I found that it is great in her. From our like Facebook words, there are other names as well. Like you know about that person, Dr. Seema Negi, you know Dr. P.K. Rajput sir, you know Sandeep Marwar sir from Marwar University, and there are like Dr. Sayyam Bharadwaj sir from CBSE board, Dr. Anurag Tripathi sir from CBSE board. Means these are some of the people, those who are doing their work earnestly and marking their footprints in the field of education, inspiring people, leaving their experiences for the people to make changes and to make a difference.
Wow, that's really great. And yes, of course, like some of them you told now, like Rajput sir and Dr. Seema Nidhi now, yes, also you know them and I know how good their work is and the remarkable work actually they are doing. They're very inspirational persons, and of course, very active members of ITYM, also supporters of ITYM. And yes, ma'am, you are national as well as international awardee. But according to you, what is your biggest achievement?
Anjum, I didn't listen to last word. What do you want from me?
Yeah, I asked you, you have received a lot of awards. But according to you, what is your biggest achievement?
Yeah. Anjum, awards and rewards, trophies and certificates. Of course, it would not be true if I say that I won't feel good when I receive them. I feel elated. But the biggest achievement I found for the work which I did, if that work has created an aura of learning, if it has given a hope in the mind and heart of a people, if they give me a little space in their heart, that is my biggest achievement. So I count these things upon any certificate or trophy or any award.
Of course, I agree with it. And now, yes, before ending the show, any message for all our audience who are listening to us or who might be, they will be seeing our video later. So a message, a small message for everyone.
Anjum, I find myself a constant learner and seeker. I wish that everybody should understand that when we are speaking, we know only what we are speaking, isn't it? But when we are listening, we learn new things or we are learning new things. So believe that you must be a passionate listener other than a speaker. Secondly, I always believe in thanking and paying gratitude. So this life is beautiful. If you are beautiful, then it's God gift to you. But if you make other lives beautiful, it's your gift to God. So in the end, few lines I'm going to sing, which is, which always touches my heart. And I believe that everybody should sing that every day. That will always keep them mentally, physically, emotionally, socially healthy. And that is how it is. Zindagi चलती रहा शुक्रिया जिंदगी चलते रहा शुक्रिया शायद मिले ना तू कल की सुबह शायद मिले ना तू कल की सुबह जो दिया हमने हंस के जिया जो दिया हमने हंस के जिया कोई जिंदगी तेरा चल शुक्रिया तेरा चल शुक्रिया.
That's great. That's great. And yes, of course, very motivational lines. And yes, we should listen to it and not listen, we should speak it. We should just sing it every day so that we get that energy to be doing whatever we want. And it was really great talking to you, ma'am. It was a really great interaction. And my dear viewers, let me tell you once again, you were actually listening to Chancel Bhargav and Edu Lover, a teacher, a trainer, a motivational speaker, and talk more about her. But it was really great, Krishan ma'am. Thank you for joining with us and thank you for sharing your inspirational journey with us. Thank you once again. And also thank you to the founder of IDYM Group of Companies, Ravi Shankar sir. And
my heart goes to Ravi Shankar sir. So please, you are the one who is going to convey, who is going to pass this flame which has been ignited today in IDYM and this spark will glow the world. So this heart is for Ravi Shankar sir and the team and Anju ma'am for you today and all the people, those who are audience, spectators and watching us along with we too. So this heart goes to everybody. Give me and allow me some space in your heart.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Good night, ma'am.
Good night.